presidential ticket to Southeast. Atiku's candidature validated. AK-47 for Amotekun Southwest states may drag federal government to Supreme Court. Afenifere decries federal government's a double standard. Kidnappers abduct 3 policemen in Ogun. Bankers flee Nigeria's stagnating economy as Japa beckons. 15,722 Nigerians get UK work visas in 6 months. 4 die in Lagos building collapse. Wike opens up on PDP crisis, levies allegations against IU. Admits I'm not bigger than the party. NLC accuses federal government of planning to deregister ASU, tells federal government not to instigate industrial disharmony in the country. Undergraduate kills parents in Enewi. And now to sports. Saka named England Player of the Year. FA probes Ronaldo over fans' phone incident. Why I didn't allow Ndidi to stay in camp, Bisero. Qatar 2022, Coca-Cola promos first winner of trip images. Osimhen emerges king of wasted chances in Serie A. Friendly Ojura B team holds Eagles to 2-2 draw. This and many more after this break.
This is to inform the general public, especially those who intend to apply for the Higher National Diploma Program (HND) of the Osun State Polytechnic IRE for the 2022-2023 academic session. And the form is now available for sale at the sum of 15,000 naira only. Applicants are to log into ospoly.edu.ng. Courses are available in the faculties of Engineering, Information and Communication Technology, Science, Financial Studies, and Management Studies. Interested applicants are expected to possess credit passes in English language, mathematics, and any other 3 subjects in the areas of studies. There would be a qualifying exam for the applicants by end of August. Applicants are to use the ATM card of any bank. For more information, log on to www.oxpoly.edu.ng or call 08034007555, 09055063355, and 07059606371. Announcer BM Salawu, Esquire, Registrar.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of Headlines today, 24th of September 2022. My name is Olushola Egbodofo. Governments of Southwest states are considering dragging the federal government to court over its refusal to grant the request for their security outfit Amotekun to be licensed to bear arms. Ondo State Governor Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu, who is also the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum, had on Thursday accused the federal government of bias for refusing to allow Amotekun to use AK-47 assault rifles, whereas a similar outfit in Katsina State has been shown in a viral video being trained with the same weapons. A source close to the Ondo State government told Headlines on Friday that some senior advocates had already been asked to call at the issue for a definite judicial pronouncement on the legality or otherwise of a legally set up outfit like Amotekun to bear arms. Section 232 Cap 1 of the 1999 Constitution confers original jurisdiction on the Supreme Court on a matter such as this. The Western Nigerian Security Network, otherwise called Amotekun, was established by each of the government of Oyo, Osun, Ondo, and Ekiti State to tackle the menace of armed bandits infiltrating the state. Lagos State, which started the process with others, has not set up its own. And in Katsina State, Police Command has, however, denied that the state vigilantes were given approval to obtain and used AK-47 rifles, saying they were only trained to defend themselves against bandits who use the rifle to commit crimes. Reacting to Ondo State Governor Akeredolu's Thursday statement lamenting why Amotekun was prevented from arming themselves by the federal government, which gave approval for Katsina State vigilantes, the spokesperson of the command, Gambo Issa, explained that vigilantes in the state were not licensed to use AK-47 rifles. According to him, the vigilantes in the state were only trained for self-defense. Said the vigilantes were trained on how to defend themselves because bandits and terrorists were using AK-47 rifles. Were asked to comment on the next line of action after the training and why the vigilantes should be trained on the use of AK-47 rifles, the police image maker gave no comment but insisted that they were trained for 1 week to stand out to terrorists who use AK-47 rifles in their nefarious activities. And now to politics. Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State on Friday in a live television broadcast acknowledged that he is not bigger than the People's Democratic Party and asked leaders of the party to thank him for demanding equity and fairness. Wike has been up in arms against the party since the presidential primary that produced Atiku Abubakar as the candidate of party and Governor Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta State as his running mate. The governor, who emerged as a runner-up in the primary, was passed over in the search for the party's vice presidential candidate. The high point of his grievances was Tuesday pullout by his camp from the Presidential Campaign Council. However, Atiku appealed to Wike and members of his aggrieved camp to rethink their withdrawal in the interest of the PDP and Nigerians who are looking up to the party to rescue it from the current socio-economic and political quagmire the country is facing. Spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Council, Mr. Charles Aniago, said that the call for the removal of the party's national chairman, Senator Yocha Ayu, is ill-timed with the 2023 general election a few months away. Speaking on Good Morning Nigeria on NJ Network, Aniago said those calling for Ayu's removal based on equity and justice were not wrong, but appealed that they looked at the bigger picture because the period was too close to the 2023 general elections. The presidential campaign spokesman said Ayu never denied agreeing to quit if a presidential candidate emerged from the north, noting that Ayu will quit if the party wins the presidential election. The national chairman was clear when he said if the party asks him to quit, he will. The party did not make that request. The NEC passed a vote of confidence on the NWC. Presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has described the ambition of his main rival and People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar as a white goose chase. Tinubu, in a statement on Friday, said the presidential ambition of Atiku Abubakar, who incidentally was the main opposition party candidate in the 2019 general elections, has again hit the rocks. The APC presidential candidate, in a statement signed by Bayo Onanuga, Director Media and Publicity, APC Presidential Campaign Council, noted that the deep-seated animosity within the PDP between Atiku camp and certain chieftains and governors led by Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike was an indication that the PDP presidential candidate has lost the election even before the Independent National Electoral Commission blows the whistle for electioneering campaign. Tinubu accused the former vice president of instigating the crisis in the PDP by standing against the popular opinion that power should shift to the south in 2023 to the consternation of those who looked up to him to play the role of a unifier. And the media office of the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, has described as indigenous press released by the APC Presidential Campaign Council on issues pertaining to development within the PDP as laughable in work of an interloper who did not mind his own business. A statement signed by the media advisor to article Paul Ibe and made release to headlines in Abuja described the release from the ruling party as indigenous as it lacks any merit of a reasonable intellectual, reposed and exposed the APC and its presidential candidates as a bunch of PC bodies.
To inform the general public, especially those who intend to purchase the post-UTME screening application form for the National Diploma Program (ND) of the Osun State Polytechnic IRE for the 2022-2023 academic session, that the form is now available for sale at a sum of 2,000 naira only. Applicants are to log into ospoly.edu.ng and purchase the form with ATM of any bank. Interested applicants are expected to possess credit passes in English language, mathematics, and any other 3 subjects relevant to the proposed course of study in not more than 2 sittings. There would be oral screening later. For more information, log on to www.ospoly.edu.ng or call 0803 4007 555 090 550 63355 and 070 5960 6371. Announcer
BM Salawu, Esquire Registrar.
The Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) has accused the federal government of planning to deregister the Academic Staff Union of Universities. NLC said the ploy was to deliberately frustrate ASU from submitting its audited financial reports in line with the request of the Minister of Labour and Employment, Senator Chris Ngige, in order to find an excuse to go after its registration. The NLC further said that ASU had rendered the accounts for 2018-19-20 and 2021 as at 9th September this year, therefore warning against actions that could cause industrial disharmony in the country. In the letter dated 22nd September, addressed to the Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, NLC explained that ASU made an attempt to submit its financial report twice, but was denied by officials of the Office of the Registrar of Trade Unions, signed by NLC President Comrade Ayuba Waba and made available to newsmen in Abuja. The Nigerian Labour Congress urged the minister to direct the Registrar of Trade Unions not to be used to execute an obnoxious plot against Nigerian workers, especially our lecturers in the universities. And this will be our talking point this morning. NLC accuses federal government of planning to deregister ASU, tells federal government not to instigate industrial disharmony in the country. We want your view on this topic this morning. NLC accuses federal government of planning to deregister ASU. The Academic Staff Union of Universities has approached the Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja, asking it to set aside the judgment of the National Industrial Court that ordered to call off its over 7-month-old strike action. The union, in a 14th ground of appeal, it lodged through its team of lawyers led by a frontline human rights activist, Mr. Femi Falana, equally applied for a stay of execution of the judgment. To be recalled that the NIC had, in a judgment that was delivered last Wednesday by Justice Polycarp Aman, ordered the striking university lecturers to return to the classroom pending the determination of a suit the federal government filed to query the legality of the strike action. And our talking point this morning is NLC accuses federal government of planning to deregister ASU, tells federal government not to instigate industrial disharmony in the country. And the number to dial is 0818 777 5777 for your contribution. An unnamed man said to be an undergraduate of a university within Anambra State has allegedly killed his father and mother. Headlines gathered that the incident happened in Inewi, Anambra State North, and the already decomposing corpses were found in their room on Thursday night. A source said the corpses were discovered by neighbors who perceived offensive smell before discovering the man and his wife, who were said to have been killed by their only son. Meanwhile, the Anambra State Police Command said it had launched a manhunt for the man. Spokesperson of the command, DSP Ikenga Tochukwu, said the Commissioner of Police, CP Echeng, described the discovery of the already decomposing bodies in the apartment in Inewi on Thursday evening with machete cut as act of man's inhumanity to man. Leo, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Victor calling from Medicine, Nigeria.
Your contribution, please.
We should not, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We should not regret whatever has made us happy in this country. Also, has contributed into the development of Nigeria in numerous ways. In academics, in infrastructure. Why would NLC now think it is the right time for them to cancel or dysregulate ASU when these guys are making efforts to build this nation?
Thank you for your contribution, please. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning to you.
Morning, sir. You're welcome.
The investigation is on the issue. The federal government should do the needful. All ASU to run table, settle with ASU. They cannot do without ASU. ASU is so important. They are the teachers, lecturers, ASU are worse in the embassy. They should be, ASU should not, the federal government should not oppress ASU, please. They should tell them to run table, settle them, and let them go back to the classroom. Going to court is not the issue. Good morning.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Hey, I need my call you from this.
You're welcome.
That the federal government is planning to register in disturbing you. And to my mind, that will not stop any problem. Instead of stopping the problem, it's aggravating. I think by now, federal government is very serious. And to the next thing, they should give and do what is that place to love to get. And immediately they do, I will be very quick to get back to class and pick them on today. Federal government is not doing that. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
So, good morning, ma'am.
Morning, sir.
It is not the issue of the registration of us. If they disregister them, others that are coming, are they not going to register them? It is better they call them to order, that they should come together and discuss what we need and give them.
Thank you. Gombe State government has declared cholera outbreak in the state, which it said has so far claimed the lives of 10 people, while another 236 persons have been infected as the epidemic rocks the state. The declaration was made by Executive Secretary of the Gombe State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Abdurrahman Shuaib, while addressing journalists in the state on behalf of the Commissioner of Health, Dr. Habu Dairo. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Morning, sir.
Alaji Mufita Wadeleke from Ukibale. ASU is very, very important. Government should do the needful. Education should be given standard priority. Good morning.
Thank you. Anambra State Police Command has reassured the residents, especially the school children, of adequate protection and security as primary and secondary schools in the state resumed for another academic section after a long vacation. The State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Kenga Tochukwu, gave the assurance on Friday when he visited to interact with students and teachers of various schools in the state. Some of the schools visited include St. Patrick's College, Oka, Igbebueke Grammar School, Oka, among others. The Edo State Police Thursday killed a suspected kidnapper at a community of Obadan along the Benin-Auchi Road. The Edo State Police Deputy Spokesperson Jennifer Ibiagbo, who discloses on Friday in Benin, explained that two victims, one Samson Usebua, 65, and Stanley Peters, 38, who were abducted while working on their farmland at Agborio local government area, were rescued by the police. Ibiagbo explains that the police waited in following a distress call from the locals at Agbo-Ore community while on patrol along Obadan community of Benin-Auchi Road. And now to sports. Napoli striker Victor Osimhen has been adjudged the player with the most wasted goal-scoring chances in the Italian Serie A so far this season. According to the state site, Osimhen sits at the top of the special stat table for the number of wasted goal chances. With 7 fulfilled goal-scoring opportunities, Osimhen ranks higher than has Romagnoli of Sami Abraham 5 and Paulo Dybala 4, Bogdanos Hamtovic and Romans Zaniolo completes the top 5. Alex Iwobi and Cyril Desires were on target Friday evening for the Super Eagles, which held Algeria B team to a 2-2 draw in a test game in Kostanin. Algeria went ahead through Karim Aribi in the 33rd minute before the Eagles drew level in the second half, when the home team changed their entire starting 7. And lastly, Arsenal's Bukayo Saka has won the England's Men's Player of the Year award for the first time. It comes after a stellar season for his club and country. He became the first Arsenal player to win the FA's Men's Player of the Year award. The 21-year-old beat the likes of Tottenham Hotspur star Harry Kane and West Ham United midfielder Dean Rice to the award, having shown a superb display of his talent over the course of the past year. And with that sports story, we have come to the end of today's edition of Headlines. Join our colleagues on Monday for another interesting package. My name is Ulushola Egbodofo, and the producer for this program is Muturayo Ayigbayo. The production advisor is Abimbola Babatunde. Say good morning.
Ta ló fẹ́ ralẹ̀ láti fi kọ́lé? Àwa fẹ́ ralẹ̀ láti fi kọ́lé. Kọ́lé iṣẹ́ ńlá. Ṣó ti yá?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, tá a bá ní parọ́ tàbí ṣèké, nínú àwọn ogún pàtàkì tó yẹ káwa ẹ̀dá kọ́kọ́ ní láyé ni ilẹ̀ àti ilé gbígbé jẹ́. Ẹni tẹ́lẹ̀dùà bá sì ti jogún ilé fún, àṣírí rẹ̀ ti bò láyé nu. Ọlọ́run ọba kò ní fi ẹ̀tọ́ ilé kíkọ́ dùn wá láyé. Leo Court Limited, Homeland Estate. Ọdún ilé-iṣẹ́ Leo Court Limited, ọjọ́ àbùkù ilé-iṣẹ́ Leo Court Limited ó ti pẹ́ ní sábó tó bá ti jẹ mọ́rọ̀ Homeland Estate. Ẹ̀yin tí ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun pàápàá jùlọ ní ìlú Òṣogbo, ẹ kú oríire. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ayálégbé pátápátá ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀ torí wípé àkókò tiyín náà rèé tẹ́yìn náà yóò máa di onílé ara yín. ẹ dákun ẹ kọ́kọ́ kọ nọ́mbà ìsílẹ̀ o torí yóò wúlò fún yín 08169888005 08169888005 tàbí lẹ́yìn náà 09073334599. iléeṣẹ́ Layer Court Limited ní àwọn ilẹ̀ Homeland Estate káàkiri sí ìlú Òṣogbo. àwọn ilé tí kìí ṣe ilẹ̀ olómi, tí kìí ṣe ilẹ̀ ẹrọ̀fọ̀ tàbí àbàtà. bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni wọn kìí ta àwọn ilẹ̀ tó jẹ́ wípé ẹ rà tán ẹ lọ bára yín nílé ẹjọ́. gbogbo àwọn necessary and genuine papers lẹ máa tẹ́wọ́ gbà ní kété tí ẹ bá ti sanwó láì ní sí ìnira. Homeland Estate iléeṣẹ́ Layer Court Limited wà ní Ayékalẹ̀ Ọ̀tà Ẹ̀fọ̀n Òṣogbo. wọ́n tún ní àwọn ilẹ̀ tó fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀ sí Òṣogbo Ìkìrun Expressway Ìrágbìjí. ilẹ̀ wọn nílùú Òṣogbo ló wà ní Ayékalẹ̀ Ọ̀tà Ẹ̀fọ̀n area. bó jẹ́ plọ̀tì kan, plọ̀tì méjì, 5 éka kan tàbí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lẹ fẹ́ rà. owó tí wọ́n ń ta ilẹ̀ wọn owó péréte tí ò wọ́n ni. wọ́ọ̀kùwọ́ọ̀kù ni wọ́n jẹ́ kó rọ gbogbo àwọn ará ìlú lọ́rùn torí wípé gbogbo wa pátá ni wọ́n fẹ́ kó dò nílé. iléeṣẹ́ Layer Court Limited Homeland Estate kì í ṣe àwọn irúfẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ tí ẹ bá dòwò pọ̀ lórí afẹ́fẹ́ láì ní mọ̀bi tí wọ́n bá wọ̀ sí. fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn ìmọ̀ràn lórí àwọn ilẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ rà, ọ́fíìsì wọn wà ní Bankole Shopping Complex Oríta Ayétòrò Lóṣogbo. Bankole Shopping Complex Oríta Ayétòrò Lóṣogbo tàbí fóònkóhun tí ẹ bá tún fẹ́ béèrè 08169888005 08169888005 tàbí 09073334599. gẹ́gẹ́ bí gbogbo ayé ṣe mọ iléeṣẹ́ Layer Court Limited Homeland Estate káàkiri ìlú, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n sì tún ní àwọn ẹ̀ka sí àwọn ìlú bíi àǹfààní yìí. bí fàbá sì ti wọlé.
Social investment programs have helped to turn around the socio-economic features of the state and improve the welfare and general well-being of the citizens. They noted that the economic value chain of its monthly food support scheme is a major factor through which the state has sustained its status and rating index as one of the least poverty-stricken states in the country. The governor, who was represented by the secretary to the state government, Prince Walo Yebamiji, said the sustainability of the scheme was an indication that his administration is committed to the welfare of the citizens, particularly the downtrodden and vulnerable people. All the successful candidates of the just concluded All Progressive Congress APC primary election in the state are to collect their nomination forms from the party's situation room with immediate effect. This is contained in a release signed by Special Advisor to the State Governor on Political Matters, Oluomo Sunday Akere. It adds that the final list of the 64 chairmanship candidates of the local government primary election have been pasted on the notice board of the State Secretariat of the party at Ogoluwa, Osogbo, the state capital. According to the statement, candidates' emergence came to the fore sequel to the consideration of the result of the primary election conducted by the APC across all councils in the state and ratified by the Primary Election Appeal Committee of the party. The Olowo of Kuta Oba Ahmed Oyelude Tegboson III has been commended for bringing to bear his experience of wide travels and interaction at national and global level, which resulted in the prevalent harmony, peace and tolerance that prevailed the kingdom. President Muhammadu Buhari gave the commendation in his congratulatory message to the monarch on his 10th anniversary on the throne of his forefathers, as contained in a release by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina. While celebrating with the Olowo of Kuta on many achievements recorded since he mounted the throne, particularly upholding the rich tradition of